Hey, I'm Jen.
And I'm Nico, and you're watching episode 4 of Fast Frames, Mindsets and Movements.
In this episode, we're diving into the cultural mindset of fatalism.
We hear fatalistic messages all the time. Things like, we'll never truly end poverty, or it's too late to stop climate change. These messages reflect and reinforce a deep pattern in thinking that our problems are too big to solve. And it's easy to understand why. The problems in our world aren't easy to solve, and many of our systems and institutions are fundamentally unjust.
But the big communications task of our time is not convincing people that problems exist, it's convincing them that they can be solved. When we get locked into fatalistic thinking, that task is nearly impossible. We sometimes reinforce fatalism in our own communications without even realizing it. We might begin messages with jarring statistics in an effort to shock people into action, or use words like catastrophe, emergency, or even crisis to draw attention to the severity of a problem. Many of us were even trained to do this.
But research shows that this problem-focused framing doesn't work. It saps our energy, enthusiasm, and collective will for change because it makes big problems seem too big or inevitable, or at least not within our power to solve.
We've been testing framing strategies for the last 25 years, and today we're sharing a few tips to help you communicate that change is possible.
Number 1, avoid crisis framing. Research shows that presenting issues as a crisis tends to backfire. For example, when we talk about the climate crisis or our burning planet, it may spark feelings of fear or overwhelm. These feelings lead people to tune out rather than leaning in. And because people are flooded with so much crisis messaging about so many issues, we begin to feel what's called crisis fatigue. Basically, we become desensitized and disengaged. This doesn't mean we should sugarcoat social problems or stop talking about them, but we need to be clear in our tone, our explanations, and our examples that change can happen.
Number 2, describe what's possible. When we share concrete solutions to the challenges we face, we remind people that change is within reach. For example, talk about what can and is being done to mitigate the effects of climate change, whether it's more charging stations for electric vehicles, systemic investment in solar energy, or divestment from fossil fuels. And this applies to all kinds of issues. When it comes to youth mental health, for instance, paint a picture of what the future looks like when we have more developmentally appropriate mental health supports in schools. The important thing is to build solutions into your messages early and often.
Number 3, emphasize that our systems are designed. By explaining that our society was designed by people, we show that our systems and institutions can be redesigned for the better. Imagine that you hear a fatalistic message that some people just don't like to exercise. In this case, we can explain how certain neighborhoods are designed with sidewalks and other features that make everyday physical activity safer and easier. This can help people understand that it's possible to get to different outcomes by adopting different solutions.
That's it for episode 4. Take a look at the resources linked in the description for more about fatalism.
And be sure to check out our final episode for information on how mindsets, frames, and narratives can supercharge social change. Thanks for joining us.